Welcome back to my channel. So in the last session, we had covered about the agent, that agent, Google search agent, which we have created, the custom agent created and added our instruction right here, right? We had passed on our instruction to this model and we can say to the agent as well, right? And then we had asked some questions related to that, like searching that particular file to any website, right? And just paste that landing page URL, right? This is what we have done through manually over here, right? And we were getting the result, right? So generally, when you will receive any use case, you are not going to automate through manually, right? Because you need to extract this all information and store in some Excel file, something like that. You are going to do that, right? So means once you run your task bot in automation with the 360 tool, then it should fetch all of the detail and store it somewhere into Excel file, right? But first of all, as I mentioned, you have to just make sure like whatever agent you have created, whatever instruction you had passed, whether it's giving you the right result or not, right? And the front end is, that is why the front end is required over here. Okay, so let's move to the backend side, means calling this particular agent from backend side through automation 360. Okay, so I'll remove this all chat which we have created. Okay, let me remove all of this chat, and why I'm removing, I'll tell you why I'm removing once I'll go to the automation 360. So just click on three dot and remove it for learning purpose, for explaining you, that is why I'm removing, but it is not necessary at all for removing. Okay, so just let me see if I'm unable to. Okay, let me remove this only. Okay, so I'm just keeping one chat here. Okay, just see that the ID, and let's go back to the automation 360. Okay, so in last session, I had already explained you about creating the model connection. Okay, and that model connection, same, this agent ID and the project ID I had passed, correct? So just here you can see authentication detail, project ID and the agent ID I passed. And how you can just check the agent ID, just go to the agent into your APAC and click here and just check that this is the agent, correct? So that is correct. So come here, and now as I told you, like I have to call that agent from automation 362. So there is a many way. Okay, as I'm using a community version, so I have a limited features are available here. So I am, whatever feature is available here, I'm explaining you. But once you have a license version, so apart from the feature which I am going to explain today, apart from that, there's a one more way which you can utilize. Okay, and apart from that, or if you don't you want to use automation 360, you can use your Python scripting as well to calling that agent. Okay, without coming to the automation 360. So here you can see in the left panel, there's a skill. Okay, skill is showing. So how you can call any agent which you have created in Agentic AI portal of Automation Anywhere. So there's a skill. You can click here. Okay, and you can click on create new. Okay, you can click on create new. Just give some name. Okay, I'm just giving APAC, APAC agent, or I can say Google, whatever name you want to give, you can give. Okay, and click you are just directly saving to the folder of bots, because I have not created any other folder under the automation. That is why the default one it is coming. If you have some defined folder, that location you can click on the choose and you can select that from here. Okay, just click on create and edit. Okay, now you can see here there's three options are coming. Okay, so connecting with any agent. Okay, there's a things are required. Okay, first is a model, second is your instruction, that we can say system prompt, and third is a user prompt which user want to ask. These are the three items. The first item is a model, and model, with model you need to pass a API key and all, right? And as you can recall, we have already created our model connection. In that model connection, we already passed API key, secret key, and the project ID and the agent ID, which we have already tested the connection in previous session, right? So that means our model is ready. We can choose from here. Okay, just click on that and you can see we had created two all are coming here. Okay, you can select as per your need, whatever you need. So just click over here. I'm selecting this one because in this particular model connection, I was added my secrets key and the project ID. Okay, click on choose. Once it is done, then next item is passing the instruction. See, we already passed this instruction there. This is totally optional. There's no need to pass over here because that prompt, that system prompt, we already passed to this agent, right? And the same agent we have added here in the model connection. But right now I'm just adding here, and we can remove into the next run. So just pass the same system prompt which we had passed already there. And here user prompt, I'm not going to hard code anything in the user prompt. Okay, we need a user input, correct? We need a user input because every time we need a different user because suppose there's a four user, so we need user input from all four one by one, correct? So that is why I don't want to hard code any question here. So what we can do, we can add a variable. Okay, we can add a variable, and that variable we can pass from the task bot. Suppose I am just putting here question. The variable name, I'm just selecting question, and the value will be response. Okay, click on submit. And then here the whatever variable you created here now, right, the same variable you need to just select from here. Okay, choose question and insert, then click on save. Okay, your this ap agent, the Google agent which you need to call from taskbot is ready. Okay, just click on, once it will be saved, you can close this one. It will take yeah, you can close here, and then you have to go back to the automation. Okay, just click on automation, and then if you want to create a folder, you can do that. Okay, and inside the folder you can create your taskbot. So you can create click on this plus symbol and click on taskbot. Even you can click here as well and click on taskbot. Okay, so you can click on here and then click on taskbot and just put some name, taskbot. Okay, apac taskbot, I'm just giving, create and edit. Then the first step is user is going to enter their prompt, correct, to that particular model. So for that, as you know, we have already a feature available in automation 360, that is a prompt, right? Prompt. Yes, you can see prompt, right? Prompt per value. I'm going to select this prompt per value. If you're not aware what is the prompt per value, then I'm telling you right now. If you are going to add this command here, and when you will trigger this process, then a pop-up will come on your screen, and there you can enter whatever string value you are going to enter. It is going to store in some variable. Okay, and that variable you want to pass to that particular model, you can pass. Okay, so the prompt which the prompt window which is going to be visible on your screen, that window caption, it is asking what will be the window caption. Okay, so suppose if you are filling any form, right, so in that form name, some form name you are providing, right? So similar, as you can see here also, this website name is coming here, right, at the top. The same way you need to just provide that window prompt. So user, I'm saying user prompt, and mass is required. Enter your question here. It will display on your screen whenever you will get a pop-up. Okay, enter, and then you can store that value into any variable. You can create a variable from here as well, or you can just select any variable which is not used, right? In this is a sample string, which is a system variable from this automation tool. Just choose this one, and then next command is, you have a user input over here, right? You are storing into the sample string value, and then next step is just calling that model and just passing this variable, correct? So you need to go inside AI skill. Under the AI skill, just drag and drop this execute command. Okay, in this execute, it will ask you to choose that AI skill which you have created. Right before this task, what I just created AI skill where we had chosen the model connection, where we had passed the system prompt, and we had passed the variable, right, where you are going to pass the user prompt. Just choose that one. You can see APAC Google Agent. Just choose that one, and then you can see here. the system prompt which you had passed there, right? It is coming here, okay? And the user prompt, the variable you had passed created there, right? Question, correct? The same question in the you need to pass this variable, okay? The variable we are storing user prompt into the sample string. Just pass this one, choose this one, okay? That's all. And the response you are going to receive, correct, from the model. So you can just store in some variable. You just create your variable like response and click on create. And then if you want to display over the screen right now, then use message box and print that a particular variable response. That's all, okay? Let's run this. Now our code is ready. Like it is going to ask you the prompt. User prompt means whatever question you want to search into that particular agent, and it will call that particular agent, means from backend side this APAC it is going to call, and then the response it will fetch from there and it will display into the message box. Let me call this one, and let me copy my question from here. Okay, I'll copy this question. This is the question I'm just searching. Okay, it will take some time. uh, Yeah, you can see here the first line I was added over here is a prompt for value, right? So you are getting a window where it is asking you for a question, correct? So just enter that question here. I think I'm unable to paste this one here. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me abort this execution here. And what I will do, I will disable this code. You can pass because right now I'm unable to copy paste directly, so I don't want to write. So just disable this code, and I will use a string operation to assign this value. String assign that user prompt. Okay, just paste that your user prompt here. Remove white spaces. Okay, and then you can store into the sample string, because here also when user was providing that prompt, then it was storing to the sample string. So you are storing same this whole question in the sample string user prompt, and that user prompt sample string you are passing to this model right here, and then the response you are storing to the response variable. Okay, and then response variable you are displaying into the message box. So let me call this one. So, and now I'll go back here because it is running here, right? So just see that here as of now only one chat is available, chat window is available, right? So once it will call now, it will create one more chat window here. Okay, and there it will pass that prompt which we are passing from backend side, user prompt. Okay, and the result which will come here, that it will fetch and then it will display there. Okay, so it means everything is happening through API calls. Okay, you can see here untitled chat is created here, right? And just see here, let me this is the new chat window it is created, and let me just go back. Okay, just one, give me one thing. As you can see the response in the last task bot, the third code line of code was fetching that response and displaying into the message box, right? So you can see here this result we got, the same result we are getting, the same path you are getting landing page. You can just test also, like you will get a same correct accurate only. Just click on close and go back to your agentic. Okay, so you can see here that search happened, and now like in previous session you had passed this system prompt, and when you are passing your user prompt, then it was not adding the system prompt when you're writing something over here, right? In backend side it was passing that system prompt, but when you're calling from here, the system prompt you have already written there, right? So that is why it is passing with your user prompt. Okay, you can see, and this is your user prompt, correct? And it was added the system prompt as well, and you are getting the result, and the same result you are getting into that display message, correct? The same result you are getting. So that means whenever you are calling from your task bot and you have integrated your project id, agent id, and this api keys of this agentic ai, then backend side it is going to call, it is going to create one chat window, it is going to pass that prompt, whatever response it will generate here, it will extract and display over here. Okay, and as you have seen there in that prompt message, this these things were not coming, these particular things were not coming, it was only displaying this one and the below one. These are I'll tell you what are these are. Okay, these all are resources, okay, sources from where you can see google search, these are the sources, source query from where it search and fetch that information. That is why in the automation 360 you are only able to see that this initial and the final one. Okay, so I hope you got all of the information about how to interact with APAC front end, create your agent, chat with that. What is the meaning of multiple chat and the IDs, right? When you are calling, how you are coding from front end side, right? Calling that agent from automation 360 code, right? And what kind of response you are getting, correct? So if you have any kind of query, suggestion, just post there in my channel chat, right? And that's all for today's session, and let's connect in upcoming session. In that next session I am going to explain you about knowledge base of agentic ai, because this is the another agent which is available in that agent apac tool. Okay, the one agent google agent which is very really important for you, that I have explained, and where you are going to receive 80% of use case in your organization, and the remaining you are going to receive from your knowledge base. Okay, that I am going to explain in upcoming session. Thank you so much.